Order! Arm! Order! Arm! Eddie! Thank you for the very warm welcome. Thank you guys, gentlemen, for coming out. We really appreciate that. Thank you all. Thank you to the local fire department and the police department for escorting us in. We had a good idea that this was going to be a wonderful visit. All of our visits so far have been absolutely magnificent. We began in Eugene, Oregon almost, well, it'll be 3 weeks ago tomorrow. And Gloria was up in Eugene with us when we lit the memorial flame. Can I have everyone's attention, please? So, when we lit the flame, it was our promise to Gloria and the other Gold Star families that were with us that morning that we would guard and honor and protect the memorial flame for what it represents. It represents Boy, but it also represents all of the other service members that we have honored on this particular trip. We take that seriously. When we lit the flame 3 weeks ago, it has not gone out. It has stayed lit now for 21 days. This is day 21 of 22. We will end tomorrow in Eugene. The flame to us is an eternal flame. So whenever we stop, we always salute the flame for what it represents. Anytime there's a flag hanging, we will put the flame underneath the American flag and play America the Beautiful, which is an awesome rendition you heard. And we will salute it after that. We do that everywhere we go. On the other side of the RV, where Dave is pointing, there's a large graphic. And on that graphic are 48 names. Those are all the 48 that we have honored on this particular journey. Boy's name is on there as well. So we have traveled through 6 different states: Oregon, Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, and now California. We've been to Boise, Salt Lake City, Provo, St. George, Utah, Las Vegas, Kingman, Arizona, Flagstaff, Arizona, Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tucson, Arizona, Yuma, San Diego, Orange County, Los Angeles, Sacramento the last 2 days, and then here in Williams today. We are just shy of 4,000 miles, and we'll eclipse the 4,000 mile mark by the time we reach home tomorrow. Tribute began 14 years ago in our home state, and in our 14 years of doing this, we have made now close to 1,300 of these fallen soldier honor visits. That means individual honor visits like we're doing here today. Our mission is really simple. It's to come to Gloria and her family and say, we love you, we remember, we wrap our arms around you, and we say to the family that we will never forget. No matter how much time goes by, we as a group will never forget. And that's our core mission. Bernie? This is Bernie Heileman. Bernie's a Gold Star father. His son Kevin was killed in action in 2011. And we honored Bernie 3 days ago now in Citrus Heights. And our ride touched he and his family so much, he wanted to ride with us these last couple of days and pay it forward to the next family that we're visiting. He visited 2 families yesterday and now the Lopez family today. I think it takes a lot of courage for any of our Gold Star families to jump into our ride procession, ride with us, and then face a community and a family and honor that family himself. So I wanted, this is Gloria Lopez, this is Mom. Gloria.
I'm sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. Your boy was wonderful.
A week ago we were in Las Vegas and we honored an Air Force airman, Richard Medina. And Richard was 20 years old. And he was married to his young wife, Emmy Lynn, and they had a daughter. They have a daughter. I want to say she's about 13, 14 months old. And Richard was stationed at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. And Richard took his own life while active duty. And we had reached out to Mom and Dad who were in Hawaii. And then I reached out to Emmy Lynn, his young widow, who is only, by the way, 19. And so we went to her very modest apartment in Las Vegas. It was about 102 degrees. We pulled up and Emmy Lynn came walking out all by herself. And immediately you could tell she was extremely nervous. She was shaking like this. And she walked up and she was already crying. So I hugged her, we hugged her. And she said to us and to me that she didn't feel she was worthy of being recognized. And we said, don't ever feel that way. No matter what the circumstances are, your husband signed on the dotted line, he raised his hand and he put on the uniform of the United States military, and he served his country. Whatever happened after that, we don't know, but to us, he still served his country proudly. And Emmy, she started to cry and she excused herself. She went back into her apartment and a few minutes later she came out holding the hand of her young daughter. She came back out to us and we were all struck that no one was with her. Her parents, aunts, uncles, not even any friends. No one was there. So you never know in these visits what's going to happen. But our mission is to, again, we surrounded Emmy Lynn and we made sure that she knew she was loved and cared for and respected and honored. Two nights ago in Sacramento, we honored Army Staff Sergeant Christopher Roberts. Chris was 28 years old. His father, Ron, was a CHP officer for many years, retired with the CHP. And in December of 2016, Ron really wanted his family, his son, his daughter-in-law, and their 2 children to come home to Sacramento. They were based at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington. He wanted them to come home for the holidays. So he sent his son $1,000. He said, please come home for the holidays. We'd love to see you spend Christmas with you and your family. They're almost to Sacramento. and a drunk driver hits them head on. Both Chris and his wife and his young daughter were killed in the accident. Their 4-year-old son survived, and he is now 12. His name's Theodore. And a couple of days ago when we got to Sacramento, Ron came out and same thing. He had tears in his eyes, and he feels incredibly guilty for sending that $1,000 to his son to come home, because 3 of his family members were killed in this tragic car accident. And again, we wrapped our arms around them, and we made him, he's still very, very raw, even though that was back in 2016, but we assured him that our mission is to love on the family and let him know that accidents happen, life happens. There's nothing we can do about it. But all we can do is love the family, love him, put our arms around him, and thank his son for his service. And one last story. We were in Yuma, Arizona, and we were honoring another staff sergeant. He and his wife, Vilma, they were in Germany serving at Vilsec. And they had a young daughter. She's 8 months old. And they were off the post together, the 3 of them. And again, they were involved in a traffic accident. Again, another driver hit them head on in Germany. The accident killed a service member, killed his wife, and the young baby, the young girl, who was 8 months old, she survived, had a scratch on her hand, had a small bruise on her tummy, and now that beautiful young woman is 16 years old, and she was in Yuma with her grandmother, who was the staff sergeant's mom. She has no recollection of her parents at all. None. I mean, who does when you're 8 months old? So all she has is stories. So when we showed up, it was Grandma and the young 16-year-old girl, and they were both in tears, especially the 16-year-old, because we read the bio and we told stories, and these were all new stories that she had not heard about her mom and dad. I tell you these things because this is why we do what we do. Every family is different. Every story is different. It's never the same. But we come here today to do the same thing to the Lopez family that we did to those other families, is love on them, make sure that you know your cousin hasn't been forgotten. Hear your story, tell Boy's story in this beautiful place. That's all we can do, and that's again why we do what we do. And we are all so grateful to be able to be here and share this day with you. We are, honestly. So I'd like to read something about Boy if I can. I hope I can do him justice. This is Army PFC, Ruben, Boy, Lopez, Williams, California. Army PFC Ruben Boy Williams was assigned to 1st Battalion, 32nd Infantry Regiment, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division, Fort Drum, New York. Army PFC Ruben Boy Williams was killed on August 11, 2011 in Nalgram, Afghanistan, when an improvised explosive device detonated near his vehicle while out conducting military operations. Boy, as his family lovingly called him, was born and raised right here in Williams. Given he was the youngest child and the only boy of 4 older sisters, he earned the nickname Boy early in his childhood. Boy grew up loving his small town and loved to serve others alongside his mom and the rest of the family. Boy also enjoyed family camping trips, playing outside with his siblings, and listening to the local police scanner. Boy overcame obstacles his entire life and never gave up. Boy's dream was to join the California Highway Patrol and live close to his family, especially his nieces and nephews. He enrolled in criminal justice classes and also a program training future correctional officers. Ultimately, Boy decided to follow in the footsteps of his big sister Kelly and his grandpa Alex by joining the United States Army. Boy was excited for the opportunity and was assigned to the 10th Mountain Infantry Division based out of Fort Drum. In his short time in the Army, Boyd made friends and made an impact on those that worked alongside him. Boyd bravely gave his life in 2011 fighting for peace in Afghanistan. Posthumously, Boyd was awarded the Purple Heart, the Infantry Combat and Bronze Star. Prior to his untimely passing, Boyd wrote 2 letters in case he didn't return home. One to his mom and one to be read at his funeral. Both were not discovered until 4 months after his passing. It was important to Boy that his mother knew he was at peace, paying the ultimate sacrifice in the name of freedom. A candlelight vigil was held in the town square days after Boy's death, right here. The entire community came out to support Boy's family and has continued that support to this day. This little light of mine was sung as it was one of Boy's favorites. Since Boy's death, his family has continued to shine his light wherever they can. 12 scholarships have been awarded to Williams High School. A peace pole has been planted at every elementary school in Colusa County. Wreaths have been laid at Christmas, and Boy's family and friends spread good deeds every May 9th, his birthday. May we all never forget the service and sacrifice of Army PFC Ruben Boy Lopez, who was just 27 years old at the time of his passing. Tribute to fallen soldiers is humbled to introduce the family and friends of Army PFC Ruben Boy Lopez, including his family, his mother Gloria, and sisters. This is to the Lopez family. Your fallen hero will always be remembered. Army PFC Ruben Boy Lopez, born May 9, 1984, died August 11, 2011. Assigned to 1st Battalion, 32nd Infantry Regiment, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division, Fort Drum, New York. The tribute to fallen soldiers, motorcycle riders gathered here today are honored to present this memorial plaque of distinguished service to the family of Army PFC Ruben Boy Lopez, Williams, California, in remembrance of his everlasting call to bravery, honor, and sacrifice in the name of country and duty. With this plaque, we as everyday Americans will always be grateful for your fallen heroes' dedication to country and family. With this plaque, it is our solemn promise to never forget your fallen soldier and what he has given in the name of honor, duty, and freedom. Dedicated to the family of Army PFC Ruben Boy Lopez, on behalf of Tribute to Fallen Soldiers Northwest, provided on this day, Saturday, September 9th, 2023.
That's her favorite.
This is my favorite, all-time favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I'm ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.
Especially like this one.
Oh my gosh.
So all of us who ride, we wear our leather vests, and we wear them proudly because on these vests are patches and there are pins, and the patches often tell a story about us as individuals, which service branch we may have served in, civic organizations that we belong to and volunteer for, pins for places we've been. We love our vests. And so we create one patch every year, or patches, to commemorate the ride, but we also create a special patch for the family. And I did 2 of these this year for Boy. This has Ruben's name on it.
Cool.
Both of this.
Oh, nice.
So, again, I'm not sure if you can
I'll hold
divide these up. I'll give those to you. And it's our pledge, by giving those to you, that Boy is one of our riders now, one of our family members, and we will strive, it's our promise to you that we will strive every day as often as we can to say their names out loud. And we thank you for allowing us to be here today.
Thank you.
If you guys would like to say it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this to you
I
guys.
don't know if I got this, but no, I'll say something. We just wanted to thank everyone for coming out today, and all of the writers. In Boy's last letter, one of the things that he said to us was, you know, one, that he was proud of what he did, but to live for good and not bad. And my family has always kind of honored those words. And today I think he'd be very proud of all of you for living for good and doing what you do. It just means a lot to our family as well. So thank you.
So most of you here know Boy. He was a small town boy. He was so proud of where he was from. We lost him 12 years ago, and I brag about my hometown and my family all the time, and I say nobody has let Boy be forgotten. We have been so grateful for all the times and everybody that always comes out and honors Boy. So we want to add Warren and Tribute to the Fallen to that group. We're just very, very grateful. You have no idea what this means to our family, especially my mom. She lost her only son. her baby boy. So this is the kind of thing I think that keeps her going. It keeps all of us going. So we're just incredibly appreciative. And like my sister said, boy would have loved this. He would have thought this was so cool for him. And we saw a heart cloud in the sky when you guys came in, and I think this is the kind of thing like he loves to see. So thank you everybody so much.
Thank you all for coming. We appreciate everybody, the fire department, you all for riding your bikes. Like my family has said already, we appreciate everything you've done. There are some snacks back here if you all would like to join us with those. Thank you so much for everything.
I should say, I don't know if many of you heard me say this or realize, but Gloria came up to Eugene to be part of our opening ceremony, and she helped light the memorial flame. So it's kind of a full circle thing that she began with us, and that we are on our last leg and will end with us. And I think that's incredible.
And I prayed for every single one of you every single day.
It worked. We rode in 101, 103, 105 degree weather down in Arizona and Las Vegas. And I should recognize, by the way, speaking of that, since we're on our last leg, these men and women that you see in front of you, they've ridden their motorcycles now almost 4,000 miles through heat, a little bit of rain, difficult circumstances, meeting 46 families, hearing all these stories, but yet they do not complain. They sleep on the floor of Elks Lodges or American Legions. This is a patriotic group of young men and women who also serve their country, but also serve our Gold Star families, and they deserve a huge round of applause. And Bernie, one more time, thank you for riding with us. I know we lose you today, but God bless you and your family, and Kevin as well.
It's been an honor.